Only 4 players since 2012 has done what Zachariah Branch has done this season. You're going to want to hear what it is and who those players are right after the stinger. It's Felix Sharpe at Sharpe Review on Twitter for CampusToCan.com. Listen, I've started posting videos more often. I want to get this to 100 likes. I don't think I've ever had that happen before. So if you like what it is that I'm doing, smash that like video so we can continue to grow this channel. If you don't know what it is that we're doing at CampusToCan.com, we're playing college fantasy football with your favorite college players, Zachariah Branch, Caleb Williams, Quentin Joyner, the Deuce Robinson, whomever. You have a full college team and a full NFL team, and when your college players declare for the NFL draft, they're added to your NFL team. That is, hence the name Campus to Can. And you can go to CampusToCan.com for rankings, for full team depth charts that are updated for all 133 FBS teams, freshman guides to talk about those freshmen from a fantasy perspective, and go check out the Campus to Ken athleticism comparison tool so you can compare your favorite prospects and see where they rank athletically. Let's get to the video today. Zachariah Branch has done something that just 4 other players have done, and I got to tell you a little bit about the year 1-0 theory developed by my colleague Austin Nace at CampusToCan.com, or originated by Austin, and then further developed by my colleague Chris Moxley. And essentially what it is a theory that applies to the top 300 wide receivers in their respective class according to the 24/7 composite. So within the top 300, that usually equals about 40 or 50 wide receivers or so that are in the top 300 according to the 24/7 composite. And to break the year 1-0 theory, to break this bucket, you have to hit one of 8 thresholds, okay? So I know I mixed that up just a little bit, but basically a freshman wide receiver who can pass one of these thresholds, they're good. They're not a quote-unquote year 1-0, and I'll tell you what that means here later on. The thresholds are 10 receptions, 100 receiving yards, 5 rush attempts, 15 rushing yards, 1 rushing TD, 10 scrimmage touches, 115 scrimmage yards, or 5 punt or kick returns. Now, what we've determined is that a freshman who can break one of those thresholds has a much better chance at having NFL success, really from a fantasy perspective, but either way, in general, they have a much better chance at having NFL success. Here's the actual data. Between 2010 and 2022, there have been 270 year 1-0s, so players who did not break one of those thresholds. Only 8 have had a top 36 fantasy scoring season in the NFL. In comparison, 172 players actually broke a year 1-0 threshold within that time frame. 30 have had a top 36 NFL season. That's 17% for players who have broken a year 1-0 threshold, and just 3% for those who have not. Going to top 24. There, again, 270 players who have not broken a year 1-0 threshold. Only 6 have had a top 24 season. Of 172 candidates, 22 have had a top 24 NFL season. That's 12.8% to 2.2% for year 1-0s. For now here, the cream of the crop, the top 12. For those who have had a top 12 NFL fantasy season, only 3 of 270 have had a top 12 season for those who did not break a year 1-0 threshold. 14 of that 172 who have broken a year 1-0 threshold have gone on to have a top 12 season. So that's 8.1% to 1.1%. I went to very public school, so I probably did a terrible job of explaining that. For more information from Chris and Austin directly, you can click the link in the description box. It'll give you the full article there. But here's what's interesting about Zachariah Branch, is he broke every single one of the thresholds. 10 receptions, 100 receiving yards, 5 rush attempts, 15 rushing yards, 1 rushing TD, 10 scrimmage yards, 10 scrimmage touches, 115 scrimmage yards, and he's had way more than 5. He's had both kick and punt returns. There are only 4 other players to do that since 2012. Listen to these names: Stephon Diggs, Rondale Moore, Wan'Dale Robinson, Luther Burden, and then there's Zachariah Branch. That's some pretty good company for a freshman, again, since 2012. Now, if you take away that top 300 2024-7 composite, there's still some relevance there, because a player like, Tyreek Hill, he also would have broken all 8 categories, but, wasn't in the top 300 in his class. You got to feel happy about that, USC fans. Listen, if you want to play in the Campus to Canton League, you got to join our community there at campus2canton.com. You got to check out the website. That stuff I described, $2.99 a month to get started. Let me know what you think about Zachariah Branch and his compare. He's one of 4 other players. Let me know what you think in the comments. Peace.